When it comes to the most trending topic right here in the South, No Limit TV is big on it. My name is Dennis in Strongface. You're welcome to another super exciting episode of Let's Talk. I'm here with the very gorgeous Obi. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Chop, no.
Normally. You're welcome to Let's Talk on No Limit TV. Omnichi Chinerum is my name, and as we usually have it, it is the most trending,
You already
most
know.
controversial. In short, if you want to say anything and you want to know anything that you have not known, especially in the South, come to Let's Talk. And short, it's short. Everything that you can think of that say, okay, you've not known this thing before. In any industry, be it fashion, entertainment, music,
Politics,
what have you, here is the right place. Okay, so we'll go on a commercial break, and when we are back, we'll go straight into the gist.
That's what's up.
So we recently checked out Club Euphoria. They have a sports bar, executive VIP lounge, a night club, lodging accommodation, shawarma and grill spots. This one is all in one. And they are located at 33B, Rumuola to Stadium Link Road, Port Harcourt.
Welcome back. This is Let's Talk on No Limit TV. I am Omnichi Chinerum, and I'm still with the coolest guy in Africa. We are at the executive lounge at Club Euphoria, the most cozy environment and good aesthetics. In short, whatever that you will say, okay, I want to chill, have drinks with your friends, lodge, club, whatever you want to do to chill, relax, they are the right place. Okay, today's topic is very critical, especially as humans, that change is constant and we evolve. Humans evolve over time, and today's topic is evolution of our cultural traditions. Things have changed. We are in a generation where we don't really know some traditions, some don't know how to speak their languages. So we want to discuss why is it so, and is there a solution? Okay, and to discuss, have this discussion with us is the best person. Let me introduce our guest today.
Well, talking about this topic is a very sensitive topic in terms of evolution of our tradition. We realize that we're losing some of our traditions, and it's not something that we're encouraged about. Now, to talk about that topic, we have the prince himself, the prince of the entire Rumuola clan in Rivers State. I call him, in fact, let me just introduce him formally, Mr. Prince Richard Azero. Good to have you on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope I as a prince, I'm sorry, sir, but
yeah, no problem. If you don't,
guys will
don't get the introduction very well, I think I could do better.
okay,
Yeah,
yes, please.
My name is Prince Azero Zuri. I'm a native of Rumuola clan. Rumuola is in Obiapo local government area of Rivers State. One of the most peaceful area you can stay in the entire Rivers State. I work at Captain Edechi Amadi Polytechnics. I work at the grocery department. My unit is purchasing and procurement. That's where I work. I'm the CEO of AZ Football Academy. I'm one-time Rivers State wrestling champion. Rivers at 50 when they celebrated their 50th year anniversary here in Rivers State. I won that traditional wrestling that took over the whole social media, was all over the social media. And I'm the CEO of War Against Hard Drugs.
Okay.
So that's a little I can do for now. Thank you.
You did a lot, sir. So about the topic, evolution of our traditions. You are from a royal clan, so over the time you grew up in these traditions, and now what are those things you're not seeing as it used to be when you were growing up?
Well, a lot have happened in the cultural sector. And like when I was growing up, I used to be part of those persons that used to wear this masquerade. I participated in wrestling, traditional wrestling. Sometimes we play on the sand and other stuff. We go to the stream. But today, those things are not there anymore. And there's one particular one they call Oboni. Oboni is a traditional dance it's not as if that they are diabolic, but some persons see it as so they are diabolic, but they are not. This is a cultural group that I think that is the most active one as I speak to you in this particular century now. So Obon is a cultural dance where the people display all manner of things. To you, you might be looking at it as evil, but I don't think they are evil. They are there to promote our culture and tradition. If you are not a member of Obon, a cultural group, you dare not enter into their mix, because when you do, it's as if you have provoked something, and they will so deal with you. So that is the most active one now. The wrestling is gone. The stream where we go and do fishings, the oil spillage, and civilization has taken over that area. So the best we could do now is to still put all our efforts to promote the Boni cultural dance, because that's the only one left as I speak to you.
So what, in your opinion, why did these things go as people were growing?
Well, you know, poverty played a major role in our lives. When the government failed to provide the enabling environment for the citizens, people now diverted their attention to religion, to seek God for help. And now going to seek help from God, that means there are some certain things you will not indulge in. You can't go to Oboni because they see Oboni as one of the area that you don't need to go, because they see it as satanic. They see traditional wrestling as satanic, because sometimes you tell the gods to protect each person participating in this year's festival. Maybe you might kill a live chicken or whatever goat just to appease the god, so that nobody will injure his hand, leg, or break his head and all those stuff. So over the time, when people now diverted attention to church, they were not participating in this area, because these two things, to them, they think it cannot go. So that's brought about the vacuum in the area of people picking interest to be part of this and still be part of the church.
So you talked about poverty.
Yeah.
You know, there are some of these traditional rites that are expensive. Some marriage rites, some ceremonies are expensive due to the things that are there to be bought and all that. It can't the cultural groups involved in such reduce the list, or can't it be edited to suit our current economy in the country?
Okay, let me go straight to answer this particular question. Like in my community, Rumuola, if you want to marry our daughter now, it's no more the way it used to be. Because times are hard, and the people came together and said, see, this area, we have to look or touchlight into it. Let us reduce this particular area so that our children, our daughters can easily get married. And as I speak to you, we record a very high number of our female children going into lovely marriage. So in the area of the pricing, the items, I think we have really done well in that area. We have reduced it so that the young man that is trying to build a home or a family can just pick up the list and say, let me just do these things as easy as. Then in the area of burial, before you bury your loved ones and all those things when they are dead or whatever, you spend a lot. But now, yes. But now the people looked at it too, said this is not proper anymore. Let us remove this area. Before you start the burial process, you call your immediate family, you cook for them. You call the community, you cook for them. You call the chiefs and elders, you cook for them. But today, those things are no more there. So once they give you the particular area you go into and food the bills, you're good to go. So our burials these days they are very, very soft.
So talking about these days, you say things were done differently and there were different rights before. What were the financial estimates of values, estimated value in terms of finances then and now?
Well, you know, presently when you look at price of commodities, you know that it has really risen very, very high. Before, with 500, 400,000, 500,000, you do a wonderful burial. But today, because of inflation, I think even 3 million will not be enough to handle the proper burial, which has to do with maybe if the man is an elder or a traditional ruler or an oho holder. That's what we call an oho holder. An oho holder is somebody that the staff of the community is being given to, like to hold this thing in the name of the community. It's not the traditional ruler, it's an oho holder. It's a traditional symbol of authority of the land. He's the one holding it. That's why it's called the oho holder. It's just like it's like a staff. Like when he dies, some other person will come and they will remove that oho from him and give it to some other person. So if somebody like that dies, and there are a lot to do regards his burial, a cow will be sent to the oho holders forum. A cow will be sent to the maternal home. A cow will be sent to the entire community. How many cows have I mentioned now?
3 cows.
That is for cow to bury a man of such status. So if it happens to an elder too, same might be applicable, but not as as the oho holder. It might be 2 cows, but the oho holder 3. The traditional ruler might even go for 1, 2, 3, 4 cows.
Only cows?
Yes.
Oh, that
is to give, that is to give, like now, a traditional ruler dies, they give cow to the traditional institution where he belongs. They'll give to his maternal home, they'll give to the community, and they'll give to so many other places where he belongs. That is to say, we are about to bury this man, you understand, the traditional ruler of that particular community. And when you look at the financial involvement or implication, you know that this thing will be between 6 to 10 million.
Or even more. Because
as of,
prices are changing every
yes, that's what
day.
I'm saying, as of present Nigeria.
So have this list been edited? This is like the current value now.
This is the current value. That's what we're talking about. A cow goes between 800 and 1.5 million.
That means this 6 million you say itself will
Won't
not
be
even
enough.
do it.
So we're just putting it at that level.
This is just preparation before the main burial.
The main burial has to do with eating, hiring of canopies, so many things, decoration and all you can name it.
But
so,
there are rights to be done.
No, those ones are not right. Those ones are the way you feel to handle the burial. The rights are these ones I'm telling you, that a particular portion of something will go to a particular people. This one will go to these people. If you don't do all those things, I don't think you want to bury that or the traditional.
So what are the implications if they don't do these things?
The burial will not hold now. Because he himself has participated in all these things when he was alive. So he needs to give back. The family needs to give back to those persons they have collected from. That is tradition.
Okay, so it's not like as a layman will say turn by turn. This is tradition. It's not.
It's tradition. It has to be done. If not, there is no burial.
Okay. Yes. What are the traditional institutions trying to do to instill back these values and cultures? You said a lot of things that we do not know. Some people may not know these traditional rights of giving cows to different people. What are the plans or maybe things already in ground to make this new generation know that such things happen or they exist?
No, if you're a member of a community, first you belong to your family meeting, then you move to your community meeting. All these things are part of activities going on in the community. So there's no way you say you won't know. You grew up from that rank, so you are supposed to know. When there's a time when you, a young boy, we move from one particular position to another. Once death occurs, there's a vacuum. So somebody must replace that vacuum. So it might be the young boy rising to be an elder. An elder in a community does not mean that you must be 60, 80, 90 years. It is where the death occurs. The vacuum the death created, that is where somebody will fill in. So you can see somebody that is 35, 40, 45 is already an elder in the family. So you're supposed to know because you're part of the system. Nobody needs to tell you.
For people that are not part of the systems, people that were not born in their communities.
If you're not born in the community, what the community do, like, if your dad is late and you're not part of the community system, they'll start by fining you. The community will fine you for not being part of the process in the community before they begin to tell you what to do.
So if that is just the fine, no
They
other.
will fine you. The fine means a measure to correct you. That see, as from today, after this fining, you should be part of the community because nobody runs away from his or her community.
If I run away after paying the fine, no.
If you run away, there is something that is waiting for you, even bigger than this one that has just happened.
So in case my dad does not die, and some parents do not want their children to associate with their people, it happens. Some people will be like, I don't want them to go to the village and all that. How will these children get to know such cultures exist in their communities?
Now, this is where the duty of the parents come in, or the uncles. There's no way a father will not want the children to know the culture of where they came from. It is not done anywhere. Can you tell me that you don't want your children to know where
But some people just decide that way, that
to
okay,
excommunicate themselves from the
maybe
community?
due to maybe what their family members have done to them in the past, grudges or location. Someone that has been based abroad all his life, the children may not be accessible to be coming to the village often and on. In such situations, how do these children know these cultures?
If they don't know the culture is there for them. One day, they will come back to that community, and whatever thing they have not done, even if it's 20, 30, 40 years ago, they will still do it. You see, the community does not run away. You can run away, but the community remains there. Even if it's 2, 3 persons that is left in that community, they will carry out the duties they are supposed to carry out. So you cannot say, I will run away from my community forever. One day, you must come back. Something must bring you back to identify with your people.
That's really, really nice. Thank you. Anderson,
Yeah,
over
let's
to
take a
you.
commercial break.
Over to you.
Okay, if you're just joining us, this is Let's Talk, the most trending show right here in the South, and I'm Dennis in Strongface here with Obi, and we have the Prince himself letting us know some facts. Prince, it's good to still have you on the show.
Thank you, thank you.
I want to draw your mind back a little bit. You said something about, people deciding to go to church and living tradition, that them running to church has contributed to tradition decline. Okay, so are you saying that Christianity is playing a huge role in making us forget our tradition?
Yes, I would say Christianity is playing a major role in making us forget our tradition, our custom and tradition. Yes, a whole lot of people wants to be in church. And the church has made it to us to know that you cannot be in church, that you cannot be in Christ and be the other side, which means you are not true born again. So for you to achieve Christ fully, and Christ gives you whatever benefit that comes in from you serving him, you should abolish the other side of the area, which is tradition. Because you see tradition as something that is not really a very good rapport with Christianity. Like me, when I was growing up in Rumuola as a community, there are a whole lot of things, tradition that I don't see anymore. There's one masquerade dance we used to enjoy those days. They used to call it Irobum. Irobum simply means that it's about enemies not killing you. Let your enemies not kill you or defeat you. Ndiro Obum. That is what that dance means. But today, we cannot even wear the masquerade. If you wear the masquerade today, they see you as the second lieutenant to the devil. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Bad?
Yes. They see you like somebody that is doing something that is not supposed to be. So, the reason for today's decline in cultural activities is as a result of everybody moving to Christianity or embracing that religion called Christianity. So I will tell my people that playing traditional dances and cultural dances and whatever does not make you Satan. You only promote, even in UK today. Let's go back to UK. In UK today, they still observe, those people are persons that brought this culture into our communities, into our country. But today, they are still upholding theirs. And the way they are preaching the Bible is not the way we are preaching the Bible here. They brought the Bible for us, but we are now more Bible than them.
Okay, let's leave this Christianity part so we don't draw into a different topic. Throw more light on this of four, right? Throw more light on this of four holders. Is there a certain level an individual have to attain for you to become an O4 holder? And is it compulsory that in every family there has to be an O4 holder or something? Okay,
let me correct. I'm from Ikore. It's called Oho.
Oh, Oho.
Yes, it's not Oho. Oho is maybe it's the Igbos.
I thought it was Oho soup. I was like,
it's Oho. The Oho holders, when they die, they request 2, 3, 4 cows. Understand? Not that you go and buy those cows. In some cases, you just buy only 1 cow and the rest you monetize. And while monetizing it, you reduce the figure. If cows are to be sold for 6, 7, 800,000, you just pay 300. In the case of my own community, you just pay 300,000. So in case of 3 cows, what you're paying is 900,000.
You're paying that money to
the community.
The community.
Yeah.
Who shares the money?
In each community, they have the community chairman. They have an executive. So they know who takes what they take. According to the way they share goods, yam, and the rest of it.
Will it reach every family in the community?
Of course. So when you're a member of the community and you're part of the meeting, you have this share because you do contribute money.
Okay, we've also had in scenarios where people who are these Oho holders are also members in the church. How do you compare and contrast this?
Okay, being an Oho holder does not mean you're an evil man. In fact, an Oho holder is supposed to be somebody that is transparent, truthful, and trustworthy. So an Oho holder is supposed to even be a member of a church. If they don't go to church, how do you now tell them about God? So when they die, it depends on the children, because when a man dies and he doesn't know what is happening anymore, sometimes the children will say, the church where my father belongs is the one to bury my father. That does not mean that they won't still carry out the tradition.
So is it right? In terms of families where the children are strict on no traditional rites whatsoever?
What you do in that case is to do whatever ritual you're supposed to do for the Oho holders. And when you finish that, you can use your church and bury your father. But the tradition for the Oho holder must be upheld.
Talking about traditions in terms of marriages now.
Okay.
What is the estimate then? All those financial, what is the financial estimate then and now? Because you said earlier that, especially in your community, that the traditional rites for marriage is now cheaper.
Well, in Rumuola, where I come from, traditional marriage is cheaper with 4 to 500,000, you should be able to run the whole expenses in the terms of giving the rights to the people. Then if you want to do something that is elaborate, it's left for you.
So you're saying with 4 or 500,000, you get married with at Rumuola?
Yes, of course now.
Is there everybody that can afford this money? Can you afford 400K?
400,000?
Come on now.
Is it everybody?
Okay, let me break it down a little.
Or is
for
it
you.
instant? Can
Let
you
me
do
break,
it
they might say buy 4 cartons of drink. 4 cartons of malt, 4 cartons of this. What you do now is to monetize. Sometimes now to buy a carton of drink is as far as 9 to 10,000, 12.
Yeah.
They might say pay 6, which means in that 1 carton they have divided the money into 2 and they gave you 1 part and you brought 1 part.
So is this cheap now?
It's cheaper.
Rumuola girls.
I guess it's not that they are cheap, but marrying them, I think it's affordable.
I have to call my friend Emily.
Yes, it's affordable.
So that he will.
They are very, very beautiful
Yes.
and lovely with good character.
Okay, beautiful.
So, what's your final take on the evolution of cultural traditions in Nigeria?
Well, my take is that people should not run away from tradition. Tradition is part of us. In fact, tradition is what makes you and define you as a member of a particular community, a clan or a community or a tribe. Because like when you see some people, whatever thing they do, you can easily say this person is from Ikwere, this person is from Kalabari, this person is from Okrika. You didn't know them because they spoke their language, maybe because of what they presented, like a masquerade dance, a cultural dance, or a wrestling, whatever. Through that tradition, you have known the tribe that came for that program or whatever. So I don't want anybody to decline from traditional dance and whatever. They should uphold it. It's part of us. That is what defines us
As Africans.
Yes.
As
When you go to Western world, they want to watch us perform. Then why don't we want to perform here? Are we winch or I don't understand why they want this tradition to just go and they will bring the other one that we don't even understand.
You sound so much to be a traditionalist.
Yes, I am.
Which marriage procedure do you prefer, white or traditional?
I prefer tradition because once the father hands over the daughter to you, I think that's the highest.
So you feel the white wedding is not compulsory?
It's ceremonial.
Ceremonial.
Yes, ceremonial. When a father entrusts his own daughter to you, I think that is final now.
Thank you so much. You did a lot of justice to this topic. You said a lot, and we really appreciate your presence.
Yeah,
Let's go a little bit personal.
Yeah.
Get to know more about his personal person. So you are actually the prince, and you also told us about you having a football academy.
Yeah, AZ Football Academy.
Football Academy. So how have you been balancing, being a traditionalist, a businessman who works in a civil servant, and then a football enthusiast? How do you work?
Well, football I played while I was young, and we didn't do much because there was no awareness. Now that there is awareness, and I think I have a lot to do in that industry, that's why I make sure that the academy is something that we will use to reach out to the younger ones. More especially, drugs has taken our youth unaware because a lot of them have gone into drugs, not knowing that they are into drugs. Maybe a friend just introduced a bottle of Coke and there's a substance inside it. You don't know. You took that substance, took the Coke, unknowing to you, your body begins to react to a particular thing. Maybe it can't sweet you. You don't know that you're already getting addicted to something. All of a sudden, you begin to ask your friend, this Coke where you buy, now from Mama Kitchen place or where you buy them. I would like to get them. Your friend now will not bring the main thing and tell this is what makes this Coke to taste like this. Then once you begin to test the Coke, then you now become a part of that drugs, and drugs has not helped our youth. You see, who are we even handing over to? The youth that we're supposed to hand over to are already done. So what are we going to do? How are we going to solve the problem? the youths that we are supposed to hand over to, they are already done. Either they are sagging their knicker, or they're wearing big polo, or who are we going to hand over to? So we have a lot to do in the area of letting them know that this path you're choosing is not the best path. And do not look at somebody's child that not be my pikin. For that reason, I'm not going to tell them the truth. Yeah. What you're doing is you're causing your own problem. Because when that child begins to deal with you or deal with the society, you are part of it. So let us begin to spread out this good message and good way message that whatever thing you're doing that is wrong, please stop. Because you're not leading or you're not making yourself going to be relevant to it, because nobody will entrust power to somebody that is an addict. I don't know if you understand. You can't, no matter how the boy is in the community, can you give a community chairman to somebody that's a drug addict?
No, sir.
You cannot. So we have to play a very big role by letting them know that, look, this path you're taking is not the right path. So that is what I have for the use of today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Do well to follow us on socials. No Limit TV _Naija, Instagram, No Limit TV, Facebook, TikTok, X, and every other social media is No Limit TV _Naija, and send us gifts on Facebook. Subscribe, like, share, comment. When you hear topics like this, let us know what you have in your mind. Your opinions are very important in the comment section, all right? And as you do that, keep enjoying our content on our YouTube channel. Do well to subscribe. Until next week, it is bye.